Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, twos are wild as we mail it in for show 2222. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, George Rose, Katie Joyce, Lori Mangum, and Lenny Eckstein.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. So we've got a fun show today. We are going to be mailing it in for 222, the show that we're doing today. Twos are wild. Twos are wild.
2222. 2222.
4 twos.
222. And then what was the last one?
2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
22222.
Yes.
222.
22.
22. So yeah, we're going to be, that's going to be, after the break, we'll just
2022.
Yeah, this is true. But different. It's the same, but different. Kind of.
In 2022. Yeah.
Do you think any of us, based on advancements in medical technology, any of us will be around for the year 2222?
Yes, for sure. Without a doubt. You already told me I was aging backwards, so yeah, I'll be here.
That's true. You'll be here.
Though.
But I'll be an embryo. I'll be a little. I'm just gonna be a little sperm.
God.
Just squirming around.
Ew. It's getting worse.
Is she in a petri dish, or why is she squirming around?
We don't know.
I'm not sure. That reminds me, oddly, of a topic that I had for small talk that I forgot. But we'll save it for the show after the break. This will be the teaser to come back because I've got to.
Lenny had small talk.
I know. That's why I'm not using it for small talk. We're using Lenny's. Yes, Lenny. On that note, knowing that Beka is going to be reduced to being just a little sperm in the future.
So gross.
You've got small talk. What do you got for us?
Yeah. Well. So totally unrelated to that.
Thank God.
Thank you, Lenny.
Good. It's very good that it's going to be totally unrelated.
Oh, man.
So I was in line at a sandwich shop. I was trying to get some food for my kid on the way, like getting him out of school, on the way to whatever we were doing. And the guy in front of me was talking to the woman behind the counter incessantly, like on nonstop, and driving me crazy. I'm looking at my watch. I'm going to pick my fucking kid up. Hurry up. And he realizes that I'm getting annoyed. I probably like made some rude noises or called him an asshole.
Sighed really loud.
And he turns around and now I should state, based on 2222, this is prior to that as we're recording. I think there's like a lottery amount that's coming up or something that people see.
$1.9 billion.
$1.9 billion.
Significant.
So the guy, once he realizes he's annoyed me, he turns around and pulls out this wad of lottery tickets, peels one off and reaches out to hand it to me. And I've never thought about this before, but I backed up like he was a skunk, and he was like looked at me kind of weird, and I realized I was like, I didn't know what to say, but what I said to him was, "No, I don't do luck. Like if it just seems." I never realized that about myself. It freaked me out. I was like, I don't want a lottery ticket. Get that away from me. It was like holding a baby before I had a kid, which I would never do. I was like, don't put that baby near me.
So you were scared of possibly a $1.9 billion lottery ticket?
Yeah, absolutely. And I realized I've never bought a lottery ticket in my life, and the concept of having a lottery ticket is fucking weird to me. I was like, wow, I want nothing to do it. Right. I know. Didn't know that about myself. Like 48 years in, I'm like, wow, I'm afraid of lottery tickets.
And in other news, a man in Buena Vista, Colorado wins $1.9 billion.
Yeah.
And
Well,
says,
here's
"No
something.
thanks."
If it's free, you take it. And then you do
I could not. I was like, get it away from me. Turn around.
Had bad
Get your
juju
sandwich.
written all
Just get
over
out of
it.
line and let me order my sandwich. But thank you, but no thank you. And I want, do you guys, are you into lottery tickets? Do you do that thing?
when it hits these numbers, yes.
Yep.
Then
Yeah,
I'm
not
a player.
regularly, but
Yeah,
now right.
no.
I don't
Really?
waste $2 when it's only 100 million. I mean, come on.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even think about
But-
it. It's not worth
Peasant
it.
shit.
But 1.9 billion, now I'll waste $2
Yeah.
because 100 million. That's peasant change,
Yeah.
Who even wants that?
right?
Right.
What a pain in the ass. It's not life changing.
We sit around at the shop and talk about this if we hit that. And of course, the big thing was Jim and I kept saying, we'd still run the shop and all that because we just want to do the
Bullshit.
barrel picks.
Yeah, I bet.
We just want to do the barrel picks and the other stuff. But then you know what the thing was that says we're not going to do it? Because we'd have slip and falls in the store every day. Katie'd be there, be like, "Oh, I can take care of that for you."
See,
Yeah,
Right
that's
about
totally
it.
what would happen if we own a shop. It's like the two guys who hit the $1.9 billion lottery own this shop. There'd be slip and falls in there every day.
You
It
would
may have to be anonymous. Just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, well, you need to make sure you're in a state where you
It'll
can
get out
be
there.
anonymous.
There's nothing
In
anonymous
Missouri-
in this world anymore.
In Missouri, you have to say your name if you win.
Ooh,
Oh, in
yeah.
Kentucky, you don't.
Nice.
Right. The
It'll
state
still
where
get
you
out.
don't have to
Yeah.
say your name.
1.9 billion. It's getting out.
There'll be hints.
Yeah.
So the thing you would have to do, Steve, is you guys would have to sell it to a different entity that you still have an affiliation with, but it would have to now be separate. So you would have to
Right.
start creating all kinds of different entities for liability purposes to
Right.
separate everything. It's a
Yeah.
huge pain and all of it becomes a huge pain in the ass because there's so much liability and sue people happy in this world. Kind of even we talked in a different episode about when Diageo buys spirit companies and then all of a sudden there's lawsuits about
Right.
discrimination because
Mhm.
Diageo has money.
I don't want to work and run a register or stock shelves or anything like that, but still doing barrel picks. I think even if I had half of 1.9 billion, I still like doing that. I don't think I'm going to change where I don't like bourbon or picking barrels. I think that would be more fun actually than
Well,
ever.
half is exactly what you would have after taxes. So
Yeah, that's fine. But and then another half of that, giving it to Jim and the two
There
of us
you go.
win. I'd still be fine. Steve can still be fine with.
with just
330
$330 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fine. I think I can make it. But I don't know. It's the whole lawsuit thing. That's the scary thing. So,
Isn't that sad that like you can't even be fully excited about winning
Yes, it
1.9
is.
billion in today's
Right.
world?
yeah. So Lenny, why the fear of the lottery tickets?
I don't know. I never realized I had it before, but I think like as I thought about it, I just like it's like almost a superstition. I don't like the idea of like chance, luck, like participating in something. I'm like, I'm gonna win. I don't like that. I'd never really realized.
So
that.
you've never gambled like in Las Vegas? Never,
Very little.
Never played like a football pool or anything like that?
Very little. Yeah, I never really thought about it. It doesn't appeal. Like it's a weird. I don't know. It's like a
Are
superstition.
you scared?
A
Are
little.
you superstitious or just a little stiff?
I think he's scared.
It is a little.
Just
suspicious.
It's like a slippery
I
slope.
love
Like
that.
if you're like, I'm gonna win this time, then where do you draw the line? Like,
I don't think you ever go into it thinking I'm going to win. I think
Would
it's
you say you
it'd
have
just be
an
a dream.
addictive personality?
Yeah, he does
Don't think
coke
so.
like a fiend.
He literally just told us that he drinks all day long.
meth.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
So like, are you
Doesn't matter.
worried about getting like hooked on it?
No, I don't think so. I just don't like it feels superstitious. I don't like to participate in things that are like.
No, there's something bigger there. Don't deny. When I get the fact you're not into the lottery and you don't do that, but to turn away one that's being handed to you for free, that's a different level. It's a
I don't know. I don't know.
Here's a
It's-
I could
chance.
see though how like accepting it into your life feels like it's gonna bring all kinds of different
Oh,
like
yeah.
luck balance
Demons.
and everything.
Yeah,
I kind of
yeah,
get
exactly.
it.
Look at the
Oh.
people who've actually won, at least the ones who've been public about it. Like
Oh,
their
God.
lives went to shit.
That's
Yep.
true.
Oh,
Like everyone's life gets worse,
Yep.
yeah. I don't
like
think
drastically.
How
But
could my
that's why
life
just
get
be you have to be honest about it if you can be anyways. I think that the most fun thing about buying a lottery ticket is just like at
The
work, like I
planning,
don't
right,
I won't
right.
buy
You're
lottery
talking about
tickets, but at work when I worked at a normal job, like the guys would be like, hey, everyone's putting in $20 to buy lottery tickets because it's big right now. Do you want to put in $20? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? And then
Yeah, that's what I do.
just sitting
Yeah,
around
Richie
at
Rich.
work, and you sit around and just talk about what you do with that money.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
That's,
And like, that's
the
the fun of it. It's just, it's literally like, no one thinks they're going to win the fucking lottery, but
Well,
the
some
fun of it
people
is
do.
sitting around with your friends at work and being like, what would I do if I won $1.9 billion? Well, let me tell you what I do. Like, no one's winning it.
And that's
right.
the entertainment value in it there of just
Yeah.
like the excitement.
That's
of
the
talking about
$20
it.
is to just sit around and talk about like, I've got this ticket and this is what I'm going to do with it. Although it's like literally a waste of $20.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
still cap it out at like $2 or $4.
Yeah,
20
same.
is a lot.
Normal people. Yeah.
Yeah. But somebody ultimately wins. It's not going to be you, but it'll be somebody, and you're contributing to that dream for them. So it's not a bad thing. You're helping your fellow human, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's
We drinking on the show or?
We are drinking. Yeah. What is everyone drinking?
Why didn't you finish last drink show? Or-
Yeah, George isn't drinking.
Chug.
George isn't drinking. Katie's.
We have last show pours,
Yeah.
Steve.
All right. Last show pour chefs. What do you got there, Lenny? What are you doing?
Well, I'm tired of winning, so I'm gonna go with a.
I'm gonna go buy a lottery
I'm gonna go
bottle
with-
instead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a well-loved bottle of the new edition of the Dickel by Leopold.
Collaboration. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was good. Good. Solid. Basie. All right. Katie, what do you got?
I have a bottle of New Riff Single Bear Select. It's just Deerberg's pick.
Okay. Deerberg's pick of New Riff. All right.
Let me.
Just got to set up the microphone.
Sorry.
Just changing our audio settings.
Interesting.
Otherwise, it ignores the bottle pop.
Oh,
Mhm,
yeah. She's the
mhm.
victim then.
Mhm.
Okay. That's enough to take
Still
the lead.
sucked.
It's enough to take the lead, though. Yes, I'll go next. I've got from Stumpy's Wheat and Tarnation. All right.
That's an adorable name.
It is. It's good. Now, not enough to overtake Katie. She's got the lead. All right, Becca, you're next.
I've got it right here. I've got a bottle of Neely wheat.
Ooh.
Does not have a name on it.
I
Again,
don't even
with
know
the
how to
weird
call that one.
noises.
I don't know how to call that one.
Are
That's
you
weird.
going on the side of your microphone? I think you need
Oh,
to
it's like,
It's giving some weird feedback or something.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just opening my bottle. I've got it kind of
All right.
like, I guess it's a little bit in the front, a little on the side, maybe. I don't know.
We're
I
gonna
felt
let
like it
George
was-
go a
call.
little further away from the microphone.
that
and try it
whiskey
again.
reverb.
It's better
Yeah,
now, for
you're a
sure.
little too close to the microphone. You're overwhelming
Yeah.
it.
That was loud.
George, who has the lead? Is it Becca or is it Katie?
Katie.
So,
Katie's got the
Fuck
lead.
you, George.
so confused.
Katie's
He's
got
like,
the lead.
neither of them. They're both out. No one's
Yeah.
winning.
No.
All right, Laurie, here's where we're at.
right,
Katie
I do
has
have
the
a quote
lead.
this
What do you
time.
got?
Got some Boone County single barrel.
Oh,
There's a winner. There's a winner.
That was
That's
good.
it.
Yeah.
A little sloshy, but still enough to win. So cheers, gang.
Cheers.
cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, who knows what we're going to be talking about? We're just having some fun on show 2222. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Bob. I'm in Ohio. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're mailing it in.
Yes, we are. So, I don't know. What do we want to talk about?
I had something I want to talk about. Do you guys remember the whiskey Tide Pods?
Yeah,
Whiskey
Scotch
Tide.
ones that were like seaweed.
Scotch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're Scotch Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys seen anything else about that? Has anyone ever even tasted them? Like, did that ever even become a thing that anyone ever?
So no, but my friend Tim, Whiskey Wednesdays, he does make them on his own. He takes
okay.
the time to make the whiskey pods on his
Yeah.
own, which is incredibly
Have
impressive.
you ever tried one, Katie?
I have not actually, which I should remember. Next time I'm in New York, I'm trying one. It's on the list
Okay.
now.
It's on the list. Okay.
Isn't it like a weirdo Jello shot in a way?
No, because
Kind of.
it's liquidy liquid.
It's
It's just liquid in the middle of it. It's not jello-y, right?
No, I know, but like conceptually, like it's what
Right.
do you do?
It's exactly like a Tide Pod,
Yeah, well, which I don't
Have
do.
you-
not
like
like a Jello shot,
Do you have
No, I know it's
experience
not
eating
Jell-O.
those too, Becca?
huh?
Tide Pods? You have experience eating Tide Pods?
Yes, yeah, lots.
So I told Tim he needed to put warnings on his of do not wash your clothes with these, whereas Tide Pods have warnings of do not ingest. He needed.
Mhm.
That would make sense. So you've never tried his whiskey Tide Pods?
No, she
Have
hasn't.
not.
It's just
I just saw like someone post about it. The one like the original post of like when they had made those, and of course it said like just remember like people are gonna be putting these in their butt, so just
Oh God! Why?
remember that.
Why do they put
Just
it
someone
in
said that on it, and it was funny, and it made me laugh. But I wanted to just see if anyone ever got to see them anywhere, if they made them over to the States. I feel like they probably wouldn't, but I don't know.
Apparently,
I've
they're
never
out there.
even heard of it, but
So
I
if we
just looked
said
it up.
yes, was our follow-up question going to be if we put them in our butt?
No, it wasn't. That was not going to be my follow up at all. I
Okay.
just want to know if anyone had seen them anywhere or gotten the chance to taste them.
Okay.
But good question. I was not going to follow it up with that.
So I
If anyone's
saw.
thinking about it, I recommend against that.
Yeah,
Yes.
it would be difficult
Yeah.
to get in your butt.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
I just avoid.
And there
Yeah.
we go.
Cheers.
There it is. So there it is.
It's
So
mailing it in.
I've got a question for the group because we're just mailing it in. Because I saw this article today. Apparently, in China, a popular whiskey is called Three Penis, and it's made from the penises of a seal, deer, and dogs. Would you drink that whiskey if I presented it to you?
No.
What do you mean it was made with their?
They
Like
take
they-
their penises? Yeah, yeah.
But like, at what stage do they take their penises? Like, is it in the
Well, like
distillation? Like,
flaccid
is
or
it?
erect? Is that what
is
you're
it-
asking?
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like fermentation and distillation
that's very
and maturation.
specific,
Which
right?
point is it at?
Like,
They
Uh,
just like drop it in there.
They
I'm
drop
just
it
wondering,
in-
like, is it in
They cook it.
fermentation, distillation, or maturation? That's a big difference there. Of like,
It's-
where am I drinking
That
the
you
day?
put in kind of like the 46
It goes in
It's in the ingredients.
or the skin basket.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
49% malted wheat or malted barley, and then it's
And uncircumcised.
and then it's penises.
And then-
It's 51% penis to be
I
called.
want the one
penis
that has
whiskey.
a circumcised deer
Yeah.
penis. That's the one I want.
Yeah. What state are they in? That's Becca's question. What state?
I just wanted to know if it's in the fermentation or the distillation or the maturation process of this.
Well, it's
got it.
Are
actually
they
all-
throwing it into the fermentation tank? Are they
it's-
putting it into the still?
Yeah,
Are they
put it in the
tossing it
cooker.
into a
It
barrel?
starts in- it starts
Where
in
are
the
you
cooker.
drinking
It
the
starts in the
animal?
cooker and follows every stage after that because it's part of it. It's part of
I
it.
have so many thoughts. I
Well,
can't
not
say on
really.
the
Like
show.
it's not as if it's in the cooker, then
Yeah.
it's like not like you're really like drinking.
Because you can drop
Dicks.
bugs in it at that point. Like,
Okay. So
Yeah.
So
I mean,
would you
if it's in the barrel, then
so
it's
if I
like
get Chinese 3 penis whiskey, Becca, are you trying it?
yes, I'll try it.
Okay.
Is this the thing that came back from small talk that you were thinking about?
Yes,
earlier,
that was
the sperm?
I previewed it, then I forgot it again as we came back, and then I remembered it, and I thought I got to get this in here because yeah. So Lori, Chinese 3 penis whiskey, are you a trier of that?
Oh, that's a hard pass, my friend.
Okay, hard
No,
pass.
no.
She says.
It's whiskey. It's clean.
Just
All right,
I
George.
couldn't- I
George,
was
how about
thinking
you?
about it.
How about you? The Chinese 3 penis?
Don't ask me something like that. I mean,
Don't even ask
ask me about my hair. Ask me about my moonshine. Don't ask me if I'm drinking dog dick liquor.
Ew.
that's a
Dog
better
dick.
name, honestly.
Dog dick
well,
liquor.
There's also the deer and the seal. Don't forget.
I mean, if there's chicken cock,
But liquor's gonna be spelled like Lick.
Oh,
Much better name.
Dog dick liquor.
They should hire you, George.
Katie, would you try that stuff?
No, because of the dog aspect. That makes me sad. I will
the
not.
dog
If
thing.
it was just the deer and the seal or
What if
another
it was
animal,
harvested? What if it was harvested humanely? The dog.
no, still no.
You mainly cut a dog's pecker off.
You wait until they died of natural causes, and maybe it signs one of those forms. I'll turn over my body to science or to 3 penis whiskey. Then what are you gonna
What's
do?
the 3 piece?
When I die, my pecker's going to the whiskey society
It
to make
Goodness.
whiskey.
Somebody out there is drinking heavily, listening to this show, thinking, "Can I do that?"
Yeah, Lenny, would you drink Chinese 3 penis whiskey?
well, I would drink anything.
I was gonna say Lenny would drink it. I know he
Anything
would.
would drink anything.
Why
Anything.
not? But also, like, I'm curious though. Is it like a rhino horn kind of thing? Like, there must be something more to it.
It is. Yeah, that's one of the benefits that they say. It makes a man, if they drink it, more virile, and appealing to the ladies. It's Chinese, so yeah.
I mean-
like you said, there has to be something, and it's very popular apparently. And it's
Everything
not.
looks better after a fist.
No, but it's not officially imported into the U.S., so you can't buy it at liquor store shelves. But people can bring over bottles back.
I
So
don't think that would fly in this country if any craft distiller is like, I'm gonna throw dicks in my.
Hey, Steve,
think it would-
you saw that Joe Chess is over in he's over in Japan. He can
Yeah,
probably bring
he
you back
did a
bottle.
post today where he just tagged me. Did you see that? That was wild. I mean, I know Joe, but I didn't know that. Though I figured I'd be dedicated. I figured there's going to be 40 names on there. It was just me.
Just you.
Just me. I was
Just
like,
tagged you.
oh, cool.
Maybe Joe can bring us back a bottle of 3 dick liquor.
I don't want it. I'm officially on the list with everyone else other than Lenny and Becca.
What do you
They said
mean?
They drink it. It's a party for those two.
Come on, Steve.
I don't know. I'm not drinking that. No.
Well, Lenny, you and I can enjoy a bottle of 3 dick liquor.
Is it really called 3 dick?
It's literally 3 penis is the name of it. It's 3 penis.
I feel like if I was
I'm gonna Google this.
Google it. The guy who wrote the article, I'm sure there's not a whole lot out there, but I'm sure it's out there. And the guy who wrote the article I read showed the symbol and he showed how it says 3 penis. He translated it and it's called 3 penis whiskey.
Huh.
He was like, these are the symbols. These are the symbols. Here's what they mean. And you'll see
How
penis
much
in a
do
lot.
you trust this person in
Well,
there?
I have to just trust him. It's the internet. The internet knows all. And yeah.
It's never wrong.
It's never wrong. It's never wrong. It was cited by a reliable source as well. So they talked about the 3 penis whiskey, and then it was highlighted. It was like, oh, there's more information about this 3 penis whiskey. Then I clicked on that, and that's when I saw the article about
Steve,
it.
how long did you and Jim spend today talking about this?
Jim, I don't know. It wasn't today. I don't.
You got okay. I figured.
I just it was on my own. No, I wasn't at the shop today. It's Sunday. We're closed, so the Sunday's the only day where we don't see each other. Thank God we have to take Sundays off. And this year we're like we'll work most Sundays too, and it's like we need some time away from one another. So today is the day when we're not together. So yeah.
There's also a Chinese product called Magical Penis Wine.
Okay, there you go.
It appears in the same search as the Three Penis Whiskey.
Three Penis Whiskey. Yeah. So there you go.
Mm.
So Lori's checking it out now. She just ordered some. She just hit buy. So it's being shipped in from China.
You can get anything from China.
Yeah.
I feel like that product though, in the same manner that like some bottles have like a cobra in there, or some have worms or scorpions.
That popped up too. Yeah, right there.
Certainly do something
Snakes.
beyond just, I don't know. Beyond just
I guess that was my other question. Are there all three things in the bottle maybe? Like, is that where they're sitting at?
There's no penises in the bottle that I'm aware of. It looked like just a regular bottle to me when I saw.
Yeah, that's what this looks like.
It looked like just like whiskey in there, but no.
But Lenny's right. That's not unusual at all in Asia. When I was in Laos, there's just like a whole bunch of rice wine varieties, and they all have something dead inside of them.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Right.
That's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got one in the shop that Jim, his son, brought back from when he was in the military. And Jim talks about it all the time. And I don't know. I've seen enough of that stuff. I don't think it's a big deal. And but he talks about it a lot, and people seem to be fascinated with it. It's like a cobra eating a scorpion or something like that. So it's got two different things in it. So yeah, but you see that.
I mean, I'll drink the one. Like, I'll drink that.
Yeah, well,
I'll drink the ones with like a.
I saw you drink the rattlesnake bite shot. Or
yeah, the rattlesnake
actually had
shot.
Rattlesnake in it. Ooh, that was gross.
Yeah, I like drank that shot with a scorpion in it.
You didn't look like you were enjoying the rattlesnake, by the way.
I did not enjoy the rattlesnake. I
I
think you were the only person that stayed on my Instagram live the entire time.
That, and it was like she's
it was not good.
struggling.
Well, because it was like a bit. I mean, it
struggling.
wasn't a shot. There was a big chunk of rattlesnake in it.
Yeah, and then you had to eat it.
And then I had that rattlesnake or the scorpion shot, which I asked. I said
it was like that Joe Rogan show because you were like kind of gagging and you're like, gotta keep it down because you're gonna get a T-shirt or something. So,
I did get a T-shirt and a shot glass.
she kept it down.
And then like the scorpion one, like I thought that since it was sitting in the alcohol, like maybe the scorpion would like soften up a little.
Yeah,
but the scorpion does not soften up, and it like got like lodged.
you have to eat
I kind of feel like Tommy Boy. It's like lodged right here.
Oh God! So
The scorpion was not softened up, and I was actually really terrified when I took the scorpion shot. Because like I took the shot and it was like lodging itself in my throat.
Right.
And then when I
That's
finally
just
got
step
like
one, by the way.
I could feel it.
Exoskeleton.
Yeah, I could feel it like
Two more
going
days,
down
you
my
have to make
throat.
sure it's
And then
okay
I was
too.
like, I haven't pooped in a few days now. And I'm like, what if it's lodged in my sphincter?
Now we're back to the whiskey pods.
It'll pop your whiskey pot.
Exactly. I didn't.
That's
I
like
was.
your magic
I
trick.
got
Let me
scared
stick a
because I was
whiskey
like,
pot
"This
up
is
here."
a shell. Like it's a fucking shell." I'm like, "Is it gonna like?" I mean, surely my stomach acid will dissolve it, but like, what if it doesn't? And then I have to go to like the emergency room or something, and they're
Giving us a lot of good
they're like,
reasons
"What
not
did
to
you
drink that.
eat?" And I'm like, "I took a shot with a scorpion."
You become like an internet meme of sorts.
Yeah.
It's
like- Yeah, I didn't want to be that. I mean, I
Women
would be
swallow
that for something
scorpion.
else. Like for other things, I'd be fine with being that, but not for that.
Yeah.
So careful the things you decide to ingest.
Yeah.
Only barely related to buttholes. It has nothing to do with this. Steve, I told you about this, but I just wanted to run this by you guys because I thought it was interesting and like this some St. Louis stuff or close enough. When I was out the other week, it was 2 weeks ago, I went to that St. Louis Bourbon Festival. And like I said, Steve, I told you about this, but I always find it interesting culturally how different regions are different with their, you know, like just with regards to whiskey and bourbon. And I do a lot of festivals in Denver. And what really I thought was interesting in St. Louis was this was the thing that stuck out most to me. So every time someone asked for a pour, they put their glass right up to me. So I didn't have to reach. They don't do that in Colorado. Like in Colorado, you have to reach. I'm like, God damn it, guys! It's
Really?
so, like, Yeah, could you be any less considerate? Not St. Louis. Very considerate people.
We are. There might be a Midwest thing in general, because
I
typically
think so.
the Midwest is very considerate group.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I thought that was awesome. But here's the one thing that some people did that drove me nuts. Like, let's pretend this is my bottle. I'm going to do a terrible job describing it audio-wise, but you guys can see. So I'm pouring. I'm only pouring a quarter ounce. I'm doing my best. And they'll say, like, just a little bit. So I'll go to start pouring. And then they'll push their glass and be like, that's enough. And push my glass out. So rude.
They would push your...
So
Push
they would
the bottle.
push
They push the bottle away
the
with their
bottle
glass.
back up with
Like,
their
use
glass.
their
So they're
glass and
holding the
push
glass
away.
while he's pouring the bottle, and they use
That's
their-
rude.
Yeah,
Super
that's
rude, right?
Rude. And it
sanitary.
introduces their glass germs to the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm here we go. So
He's upset about it.
considerate bunch who doesn't care about germs.
I'm not into. I am into germs, and I worry about this stuff. And Jim always is like, he always has to grab my glass for me. And if I would grab Jim's glass, here's how I'd grab it. I'd pass Jim's glass. It'd be like this, as I'm showing on here. Here's how Jim hands me my glass. Here you go.
Fingers in.
I can't handle it.
Thumb in.
Yes, thumbs inside the glass, and his hands are or just like this. Here you go. Here's your glass.
That is Jim has mitts for hands though. He just he doesn't know how to use. He's not accessory. Like he has
My
like
God.
I think he has webbed fingers.
For those listening at home, for the Jim, the fingers all over the top of the Glencairn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that Jim has webbed fingers, Steve, so he can't help it.
Yeah.
He can only hand you a glass like this.
Sometimes
Otherwise,
he'll hand me
to
like
the end
3
of
of them, and he'll be like, "Here you go. Here's we're gonna do 3."
Like tentacles in the glass.
I'm trying to go over to grab the glasses myself, and he's like, "No, I got you. Here you go." And it's like, "Fuck."
It's gonna smell like your finger.
I
Who knows where that?
don't. Yeah.
Nightmare.
That makes it
I have
extra
a hard time
special.
with
You know
that.
what? I'd pay more for that.
And yet you won't drink the 3 Dick whiskey? Come on.
I have a very
because
hard
it only
time.
said
Drink
a
Jim's
dog in
dirty
it.
finger whiskey, but you won't
I
drink the
told
3 Dick
you-
disc.
Put any other animal. So if it was a deer, a seal,
You
and
did say that.
and a
I'm sorry.
man
You did
dick,
say
then
that.
Yeah, I am.
You did say
drinking
it. You say
Did you just say a
man dick?
man dick?
An insult to you.
Man dick is fine.
Just not.
It's not a dog or a cat, really.
Oh, and
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's stuff though.
It's all fair. I'm sorry I attacked you there, Katie.
Here's my situation. Here's the real tragedy. If I'm like, could you not? Even if I say it as nice, if I said, could you please not put your fingers on the then I'm an asshole. I've dealt with this my whole life. Oh my God.
Well, he's gonna know soon
What a
as soon as he
dick.
listens to this.
Yeah,
episode.
that's why
hoping
Steve's
this is
doing this.
Exactly.
Steve's doing this as a PSA to
This
Jim
is how I manage
to
my
stop
life.
putting your fucking fingers in my glasses.
If he doesn't
Oh.
listen to this, what you could do is you could have someone else come into the shop. So it's, and then someone else say it to him, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I have a thing about can you not touch the top of the glass where I drink?" Then someone else random says it to get it on his radar, and it's not you.
Katie, that's your new
Except-
job.
No matter
Except for
what
the
I
fact
address
that
in my life,
Steve
I'm
already
the asshole.
blasted this on an episode.
Yeah, well, I've had to deal with it, and it's tough for me.
Steve, you should carry like an atomizer of like your favorite bourbon and just
Yeah.
like atomize the
high
glass.
proof, very high
Yeah.
proof bourbon. Yeah.
That way,
Yeah, do that.
the point will be made. Put your tentacles in
Start
my-
wiping it off with a cloth afterwards.
Funnier yet, yeah. Just like spraying it off with the bourbon, wiping it
Like
down.
torch.
Like communion where they do
Torture.
the
Yeah, you need a communion cloth.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah. I
that
don't
cracks
understand.
me up when they're like, this little towelette here is going to take care of whatever the person in front of you put all
Right.
over this glass.
I didn't even know that they wiped anything off. Also, is
150 people. Like,
is George taking a little nappy nap?
George definitely is
looks
out.
very comfortable.
And he's outside too. What I worry about that is we're going to end the show.
Bears?
He'll just be sleeping outside. Yeah. George Rose killed by a bear last night. It was like,
How,
oh, no.
is it warm in Kentucky right now?
Yeah, it's nice
Yeah,
out.
it's weirdly warm.
Yeah.
That's really nice. It's actually perfect to take a nap outside. So I fully support what George is doing right now.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Good for you
I know I
guys.
went to a football game last night in a t-shirt. Like
Wow.
That was
November
nice.
football t-shirt. It was-
November football T-shirt. Yeah,
yeah, it was wild.
that was wild.
God, it was so windy here yesterday in Buena Vista that like they're building a police station next door to our barrel warehouse, and their chain link fence blew over. So I was like, how does that even happen?
Holy cow.
Yeah, it blew over their fence.
That's
That was
impressive.
awesome. Yeah.
Was it later in the evening that you guys got the wind?
It started early, stopped, and then started again. And it was pretty outrageous. It was,
We had that wind down here in Kentucky too, and then I guess it blew up to North
Here's
Dakota
your drink.
today.
Oh, good. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Steve, did you do a last show pour?
Oh, yeah. I've already worked my way through it. Look at that. I'm more than halfway done. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Rewind the tape.
I don't remember it being actually full.
Oh, yeah. It was full. It was to the rim. To the rim.
Yeah, I bet.
Let's take a vote.
I think he
Take a
didn't do
vote.
that.
I think I did. Yeah.
I think the bulb of it was full. What's the bottom of a Glencairn called?
I think bulb is
Below
good.
the neck.
Yeah.
The
Bulb.
Yeah.
bowl.
Bulb.
Yeah. I wish
A weird word.
people
The
would
belly-
hand me their
the
glass by
belly of
holding
the
in the
Glencairn?
belly or the bowl.
The belly.
You can touch the belly or the bowl.
In my
Yeah.
belly.
Yeah.
You can touch Steve's belly, but not
Not the neck, or the
Yeah.
mouth. On the mouth. There you go.
Don't kink shame Jim.
I'm not shaming anybody at this point. I'm just saying, don't do that, folks. Don't do
The
that.
whole purpose he's opened the ABV Barrel Shop so Jim can touch the tops of people's glasses all day.
Yeah, all day.
Purpose in life.
Just one glass after another. Yeah,
You guys have a lot of glasses there. A lot of touching potential.
yeah, there are a lot of glasses. Yeah.
Which means if you win the lottery, you're going to get sued a lot.
What?
Now
I
you're
have
giving
to-
people
I-
ideas for lawsuits.
That's why I'm rooting not to win the lottery. So yeah.
You should buy Jim some some white gloves to wear and be like, hey, I just thought you should wear these all
I'd
the
be
time.
okay then. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Steve, I've got an
Yeah.
idea for it. If you win the lottery, just give me the ticket, and then I'll just make sure that you guys are taken care of.
Oh,
Who
sure.
don't have to have the liability of people
Sure, well,
knowing
that'd be
you've
good.
got a
That'd
bunch
be
of
good.
money.
Mhm.
But I'll just take care of it for you. Just tell me what you need. I got you.
There
She'll
you go.
just give you guys a little check every once in a while when
Yeah.
you need things.
Call up to Katie's
You'll
office.
be fully
Phone's
taken care of.
disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just disconnect.
Yeah. Where's Katie?
Katie's got a brand new plane she's flying around.
Oh yeah. Flying around.
Several
He's on
of
the
them.
yacht in the
Yeah.
Several.
Caribbean, everybody.
Several planes.
Honestly, Steve, you should do that. Like, you should give Katie the money if you win, and then she can buy herself a plane, and then she can fly you all over the place.
Well,
We could. We could
Well,
enter
I
into
will
a
say
business
this.
agreement and create a business agreement tied to like an LLC, and then the LLC claims the ticket,
okay.
not you.
Oh.
I will say
I
this.
think a company can claim it. Missouri. I'll look that up.
Okay.
Can they
Continue,
really?
Steve.
Okay. She'll find out. I've always thought that if I ever hit something like the lottery, I would have a party, and in that party, everyone there would receive an envelope. And based on how important in my life you are, you will get cash. And
That's horrendous.
I love it. No, you don't have to show up. If you think it's horrendous, don't show up, and then you won't get an envelope. So yeah.
I mean, I would show up.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I'm showing up. I just mean like, I feel bad because like my husband would get less than me.
Maybe we'll see. But it would be based on how important you are in my life, and that's and some people, there could be hundreds of thousands of dollars given out to some individuals, and then someone might get a check for like $7.
You're doing like a.
That's the beauty of the
$7.32. That's what we
I already know who's getting the $7.32.
Everybody will get something though. So ultimately, no one can be like, "Well, I didn't get anything." Well, you got something. There's a check there for you. Yeah.
I thought you were going to go like the George Remus route and just be like, everyone gets a
No.
diamond
No.
pin.
No.
Nope, you're ranking all your friends.
You're gonna find exactly where you stand.
You know what? Thank God.
Wow.
Thank God that we don't have MySpace anymore, because Steve would just be moving us all around on his top 8 all the
Ranking
time. He'd be just
Yeah.
moving around. Who's on that? Just daily.
It sounds good to me, but I was late to social media, so I missed that one altogether. I'm never on that one. So yeah.
It was stressful time.
Lenny, would you fly in for that party?
When is it again?
So I hit the $1.9 billion, and let's say it's May 13th. Are you flying in for that?
I mean,
I say,
maybe it depends. It's all timing for me, It's,
oh. But if you don't show up, you don't get any. So it's not like, hey, could you just mail me? What? No, I cannot. So you'd have to be there.
That's probably the second way to get me to show up for something. First is to shame me on a
Right.
recording
On a
of
show,
the
on a
podcast.
show,
Yeah.
yeah.
Second
Right,
is,
right, yeah, and you should be in our store, by the way. We have a box of 4 different things.
I know, I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's like, hold this for me, hold this for me, and then it's we got it sitting there. It's right by the register in the way, tripping over it. But no, Katie will be in. Today's the day she comes in. She'll be like, "Can we put this away?" I'll be like, "No, she's coming in today. I bet."
You start taxing it. You're like, all right, Kate, we're opening them from now on. We're gonna start taking half ounce off.
Yeah, there you go.
Every
Ooh,
2
There you
days.
go.
There you go.
Speaking of holding
Jim's gonna
things at
start
the shop,
fingering the inside of the bottles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that.
What's that like?
Did I leave a box of Deer Hammer T-shirts at the ABV Barrel Shop?
Yeah, there was like 6 of them or 7 of them, something
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Yeah, you need those?
Oh,
No, I don't really need them. I just feel like they're not going to sell if I don't model them. But
Yeah, that's true. That's
there
true.
was
We do have those. We can mail them to you if you'd like.
nah, you don't have to. It's whatever.
Okay.
Give 'em to
there
people.
was an exciting update in Missouri last year that they signed a new bill in that thanks to Governor Parson, we are now allowed to keep our identities secret if we win the lottery.
Oh, there you go. Problem solved, Steve.
Big news
There
for
we go.
Steve.
There we go. But it'll get out because I'm
Steve,
going to tell my.
I've got a question.
The party makes the news, I bet. So I'll tell everybody not to tell, but it'll get leaked. But
Steve, I got a question.
Yes.
How many people are you inviting to your party?
I mean, I don't have a
That's-
lot of friends and acquaintances, but still, it's going to extend out to probably be 150. I don't know if that's a lot.
I
or
don't
a
have
little.
that many friends or acquaintances. 150.
Well, I've had a
I
corporate
couldn't even think of
job.
150 people right now.
I've had a corporate job. I got the ABV network crew. I mean, there's, I've developed
half of Key
friendships,
West.
that kind of stuff. Half of Key West
Half of
will
Key
be there,
West.
in attendance.
I've
George
got like
will be there.
20 friends.
George will be there.
Nope.
I didn't know he was invited.
George, you should be there. It's going to be a
He
nice
does
check
it.
for George. I like
So
George.
you can take your
Absolutely
envelope
not.
of money.
Oh,
I will not allow you to monetize our friendship.
Aw.
Steve, I will
that's so
absolutely let you
awesome.
monetize our relationship.
everyone on this podcast would do really well at that.
Aw.
Even if it's only
Oh, in that case,
$17 that I'm getting, I'm there to watch the drama of everyone else opening.
I know.
Ooh,
It's gonna
yeah.
be so
I-
good.
If you know me as a person, you know that I will do that. I'll stick to that, and I don't have any issue with if someone's worth $13 to me.
Also,
write a check for $13.
I respect it.
All of
Yeah.
these will have notes explaining why. So
Right.
like mine would have like a bill of like all the things I didn't show up to, of the efforts that he had to make extra to make me do things, deducting off what I could have received.
No, I like Katie a lot. I like Katie. I'm a big fan of. She doesn't know it, I don't think, but I am a big Katie fan because she helps me out on things that I have no. I mean, I don't know. I call her about legal stuff a lot because I don't. Where do you turn if you don't have an attorney? I don't know. So she helps.
You gotta ask Katie Joyce.
Yeah, that would that check for Katie would be nice. She'd be surprised. She'd walk away and be like, "Oh, this guy." He does
Steve mine would just be a bill from Steve.
Becca's would be life changing. Let's say that. So hers would be. She'd be on the easy street after that party.
Katie, if Steve gave you his winnings, what plane would you buy?
Oh man. Well, there'd be several. So
Not just one.
there, oh gosh. Honestly, probably first I'd buy a Super Cub. So it's like a backwoods single propeller or
I gotta Google this.
single engine propeller airplane. So I'd probably be buying myself a Super Cub.
I was
Super Cub.
I was at a they had like this fly-in at our Buena Vista airport, and there was a Cirrus Vision Jet. You ever see those?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty cool looking. I'm not saying I can afford it, but not that expensive. A couple million.
Nice.
Yeah,
Pretty cool. It was fun to watch it take off. Like,
absolutely. I was get a T6 Texan. Oh
I
man.
looked that one up.
Just to listen to it. Oh, I'd be getting some radial engines just so I can fire them up and just
Wow.
listen to them.
That does look awesome.
Yeah.
Where I'd get George though is I'd give him a check, and then I'd have some. There will be a little shop set up where I'll be selling a few things, and I'll get George's wife to buy some really expensive earrings that spends all the money.
He'll just be returning the check to you.
Yeah, but actually more. That'll be the great thing. It'll be like he has to give the whole check back to me plus like $400 for to cover the earrings. His wife will be like, "These were only $400," and George will be like,
All right.
George will walk away after getting his check. He'll be deeper in debt, so it'll be great. It'll be good fun. Oh, that would be fun to me. I would enjoy that. And again, anybody who's just pissed off at Lee, you got money for nothing just for coming to a party. Even
Right.
if it's $13. That's a free $13.
It's 2 lattes.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. What other party have you gone to where someone's handed you $13?
Mm-mm.
None.
Exactly.
$13 exactly.
No,
Probably
it'd be money, a little change and stuff in there
Okay.
too. But yeah,
The 72 cents along with the 13.
13.72.
Yep.
Yeah.
All pennies. Just like
Yeah,
a
all
bag of pennies that you hand them.
Yeah.
I don't mean
Oh.
Eddie, but if I drive 4.5 to 5 hours, you check for $13.76.
He calculates
Out
out
of
like,
this.
the exact cost of like your mileage and like the hotel room and everything else. And he's like, here you go.
There's a little risk.
Free trip.
I've always got along well with George. You got to figure it's going to be more than that. But George, you'd be taking a chance. It could be $13. So yeah, you got to be scared a little bit. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean it's gonna be in St. Louis. He could be doing this on his
Right.
new island he just bought and fly all of us there.
Oh yeah,
too.
this is true.
That
would be
This
fun.
is true. I'll make
Or
Katie fly over.
Buy me an airplane and
Yeah,
I'll go
like
pick
Katie
everybody
just
up and
flies
fly
over
them there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
there you
Katie's
go.
job.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger than a Super Cub for that. I'm gonna need more than a 2-seater.
Yeah, you know what? If I win that 1.9 billion, I should hire Katie because then you got legal services covered and private plane.
Yeah, I'll get my commercial pilot's license.
Yeah,
even for that.
this would be.
Yeah.
She's multi-purpose here. Yeah,
That's right.
Hmm.
she's invaluable for the new Akeley Empire. Yeah, wow,
Got myself a new job.
yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be good stuff. So.
I also, while we were, because while we were sitting here, I was looking up all the jury trials starting tomorrow in St. Louis County, so we can start taking guesses at what your jury duty.
Oh, okay. What's out there?
Ah.
So there's two criminal cases, and the rest are civil.
Okay.
So there were 2 cases that had specific notes in the event text about how many jurors they had requested be present. So I'm thinking those are the most likely. So one is criminal charges for felony burglary, felony armed criminal action, felony robbery, and another count of felony armed criminal action.
Mm-hmm.
This is the state versus Irvin Thompson. This is a 2019 case. This happened November 25th of 2019,
Okay.
allegedly. The other case is a civil case, a Charles Lambert versus Sean Davidson. It's not letting me pull up the petition, but based on the orders, the pretrial orders from last week, it has something to do with a civil case regarding some kind of injury, because there was orders regarding doctor bills and that the defendant
A guy had won a
That one
lottery.
sounds lame.
A guy won a lottery and he went and slipped and fell into a store.
The number 7 orders that the defendant cannot argue plaintiff's back condition related to weight, but can argue knee and hips. So they can argue about how their knee and hip conditions are related to their weight, but not their back condition. So I don't know what that one's going to be about.
Hey,
I'm-
luckily I walk in there with a heavy guy with a bad back, so I feel
Right.
like
I'm-
I'm going to be like,
In
yeah,
shorts.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
in
that was
shorts.
a medical malpractice, is my
Okay.
guess.
okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So those are the most likely. The other ones, let's see.
Is this a public access database that you're looking at, Katie?
Mhm. Yeah.
Nice.
The other one is a felony abuse or neglect of a child.
Oh God,
Oh.
put me on that one. That one.
Oh.
Good luck for that individual.
That would be a
trying
good
to-
one though, Steve, because you would be dismissed. What did you do? Your daughter had dry sockets, so that
Yeah.
was like child neglect, abuse. And you'd be
Well,
like,
according to
I'm
her,
very familiar with that. I've abused children.
she
Sure.
claims that's the like the little boy crying wolf too many times. She always claims she has everything. She gets on the internet and then she claims right away because the dentist or whatever said you may have dry sockets, and sure enough the next day or whatever she's like, I think I got the dry sockets. I'm like, no, you don't.
That's nothing compared
Right.
to swallowing a scorpion.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other ones are a contractor suit. It's TW Constructors versus Cerveto Building. And then we've got Jackie Young versus Breckenridge Motor. And then Billy Arnold versus Afton Auto Radiator and Air. Those are all set
All
for
sound
tomorrow for jury
lame.
trials. Those did not mention number of jurors appearing. So the criminal trial is set for a 3-day jury trial, and they have 45 jurors requested. So you want to hope you're a high juror number, because then at least they will hopefully pick all their jurors before they get to you.
Okay.
And then the civil one that had note on there is set for also for a 3-day jury trial, and they requested 36 jurors.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the most likely of what you get to do tomorrow, Steve.
I can't wait to find out what Steve gets to do.
I know.
And a little part of me, although I want Steve to, not have to deal with these things, obviously a little part of me really hopes that Steve has to deal with this.
Becca's check just went down. It just went down. Becca's check just lost a digit right there. Yeah. Interesting. So there you go. There you go. So my jury duty gives Becca joy. So yeah,
it does. It gives me some joy. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh my God.
So would you be more or less angry, Steve, if you had won the lottery and you were a billionaire doing whatever you wanted around the world and then got called in for jury duty? They're like, hey, bestie, come on in. We need you.
I think I'm, it's tougher at this stage of my life because I've got a lot going on. I run 2 businesses, and this is going to put a pause on all that, and that's very difficult. What's that?
Kind of a big deal.
I'm not kind of a big deal, but I do heavily involved.
Might be the most important, Steve.
I could be.
Yeah,
it could be. So, I don't like it. If I was a billionaire and and didn't have anything better to do, that might be kind of exciting to be a part of that. But then I'm sure if I got 1.9 billion, I'll probably have staff that'll just take care of that for me. I don't even find out I'm on jury duty. They just take care of it. It just gets.
They just send someone who looks like you. And they're like, yes, I'm Steve Akeley. They found someone on the street. They gave
wait a second. You look like George Rose. No, I'm not. I'm not George Rose. I'm Steve Akeley.
Gave him phrases ahead of time. Like, are you Steve Akeley? Me? I'm an easy guy to find.
It is him. Yeah. There you go. Ashley McGee. She's got her Halloween costume, so she's got the look already defined, so she could do it for me. I could hire her to do that. So yeah.
Actually, I heard about a jury trial. I didn't hear the end result, but I believe was going to be declared a mistrial. A child showed up for their parent in the jury because I guess they're to avoid their parent having to go to the jury. They're like, well, I'll just show up and say I'm them and do this for them. And so they did it. But then at the very end of this trial, the party that had lost was trying to figure out some reason to either do an appeal or declare a mistrial, etc. And they did some digging on all the jurors, and they figured out that it was not the juror called for jury duty. It was their child who had shown up. It was like an older juror. And so I was like, well, it's really nice, but also a crime.
Yeah. There you go. We'll see what happens. We'll fill you guys in on next time we get together on what happens with my doing my civic duty. So we'll see. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We'll start with you, George. Where can people find you?
S Peppy G on Facebook.
All right, Lori.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Spirited Curves.
All right, Katie.
You can find me hopefully flying Steve's planes around when he wins the lottery, and also over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right, Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social medias at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com. You can order our bottles from our website, shipped to your door, and you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. All over 3,000 plus shows and so much more, abvnetwork.com. Be sure to stop by and see us. We are at the ABV Barrel Shop. So, and if you want to get on our email distribution, you'll know exactly what's going on in terms of events and things like that, as well as everything that we've got in inventory and what's going to be coming up in terms of barrel picks. So check us out at abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Fartings, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.